All right, guys, I want to make a quick video about Palantir. It just had its earnings, blew it way out of the water. We went, well over 20% here. I just want to give you guys the chart, the technical analysis, what to expect next. Do we expect a pullback, or should we just randomly buy this area if you're not in and you get that FOMO vibe of like, man, I wish I had Palantir at 80 bucks, now it's at 100, and you might say, I wish I had 100, now it goes to 130. So that's the motion that gets you in trouble. So I want to go over the chart, my system analysis, as this is the number one talks about stock. Everyone wants to get in on it. And if you look at the multiple time frames, we'll start here on the weekly chart here. You can see that when price gets above this upper band, this is considered a sell zone. And you can see kind of like, if it gets too overextended, it tends to sell off from these areas. It's not that it can't just keep going up like this, where it hits this and it just kind of scales up like that. We went from 57 to 83. I'm not saying it can't do that, but that is also a rare situation. I can show you plenty of stocks where if the weekly chart does that, that is very overextended. So just keep that as a warning sign. The monthly chart is extremely overextended. When you're looking at a monthly chart like this, you got to understand things are going to expect to crash down. Or not crash, revert to the mean. Every chart in the history will revert to these EMAs. This is a very bullish chart. But as you can see, when the price went back to this EMA 5, it bounced right here on that $63 range, and in 1 month time frame, we went all the way up to 106. This was a great buy on the monthly chart. So I would like to use all these type of alerts and be like, these are going to be your areas to buy on the pullbacks. Would I like to short this up here? No, I'm not going to short it. I just wouldn't buy it up here, and I would wait for that pullback. Higher the value EMAs are going to be the better entries to get. Like the 5 is less significant to the 10 to the 20, and then this 50 is at the very bottom. It's not going to hit the 50 in a very long time. For Palantir to go to 20 bucks would be insane right now. But I can easily see it going back and touching this 5 again, or touching the 10. Those are your short-term targets. Also looking at the weekly chart, you can see the same thing. Where do we tend to bounce? The best areas where you get the biggest moves are going to be this EMA 50. This right here, you could have got Palantir at $21 and caught the trend early. From here to here, you'd be up 405%. Pretty nice gain, right? We can always say that in hindsight. But what my system does is I look for how to trade with the trend. Where do I look at the stock? Where do I look for the pullbacks? And obviously, when the bands are, broader, spread out like this, like you can see the bands are very spread out, that just means it's more bullish than the other things. And if it hits this upper Keltner channel, which I have these at extreme overextended settings, that just means it's just a more bullish uptrend too. And price will come back to these areas. You see it gets above, comes back to the 5, comes back above, comes back to the 5. You see how it's a staircase, and then comes back above, but it eventually breaks down to the 10, and it could go to the 20. And this right here, if you didn't take any of these gains, you would have, lost out on opportunities, and you could have got back in right down in here at this 10, went a little against you, and then add more at the 20 to have this big move up. So I also like to look at the daily, as the daily is going to give you a nice clear pattern. Why do we go back down? Just like on here, you look at the upper counter channel, we come back to these levels, right? We had this big move up here on the EMA 50, which is correlation to like the weekly EMA 20. All right, so I tend to say all this is there's a big, it doesn't surprise me that we are having a correction down right here on the daily. We went way above this upper Keltner channel. Can it sustain this? No, but we're going to get a drop down, maybe to closer to the 5, and then we can go up. That is definitely a scenario, but I just wouldn't buy it right up here. You see it go here as you're above this upper Keltner channel. Like I said, it doesn't have to work like this all the time, but I can show you numerous and numerous of stocks that do this. They get above here, and then people end up buying the top of Palantir, and they're like, what the heck is happening? I thought this was a good company. It is a good company. It's just not a good entry price right there. And you can say that with every company. If you're holding shares at $60, you're loving this company. It doesn't matter if it drops at that point, because you have a nice average. But for the people trying to get in right now, this is a very dangerous zone in my opinion. Go to the weekly chart, wait to see where price comes back to. I love the EMA 10, 20, and 50. Those are really nice areas, and I a lot of the times I will sell puts when we get close to here, and I'll say like, oh, we have an EMA 20 price of $67. I can sell puts just under this $67, where if it gets executed, no big deal. I will take Palantir at $67. And then you can sell covered calls if it keeps going against you, and then you can sell more puts. It's a constant win. You know, stocks like this are very easy to play. There, you can, you know, make lots of money doing this kind of things. Like for example, let's look at puts right now. Let's say we want to go a month out and we're looking at our chart at support and resistance. We can clearly see this is support, right? You hit this area on the weekly, you come down. You hit it again, come down, but we explode right through it. That is resistance turned to support. That is aligned right here on the EMA 5. So I can expect if price goes back to this EMA 5 at around $85 area, I can expect a bounce. So what I can do is I can look at my option chain and I'd be like, can I get anything under $85? And the question is yes, you can. You can get you can get right at $85 for about a buck premium. And obviously this is a higher price stock, so it's going to cost you a little bit more money, but this is a strategy on how to do it pretty safely. So let's just say we do one contract. That's going to cost me $8,000. If you're willing to invest, let's just say 16 grand, you can collect $276 right off the bat. 276 goes right to your account, and you don't buy Palantir till $85. If it goes under $85, then you will have to buy Palantir. But guess what? Who wouldn't want to buy Palantir on this strong support? Instead of just buying it way up in here, you can wait to buy it down here. And that's what I want to show people. Or you can just wait till this EMA 5 gets touched and then start selling puts. That's what I recommend doing. That's a whole lot better than going right up in here, buying at an upper Keltner channel that is extremely overextended, that uses basically like Bollinger Bands where it's imbalanced. Price has to revert to the mean. It could be the best company in the world. Price will come down to these EMAs as that's your reversion to the mean. It has to, and then it can make a next big move up. But everything looks gorgeous. Monthly chart, weekly chart, daily chart. There's nothing about me that says not a strong company that can keep making this uptrend, okay? And like I said, I have lots of stuff in how to do more advanced strategies like selling puts, covered calls. If you want to join the Discord, definitely join it. You're going to love it. I love bigger cap stocks. These are my bread and butter. This is how I make a lot of my money. And these advanced strategies, not a lot of people know this, and they'll be like, oh, I had to buy it right here at $100, and they buy it. Well, the difference between that is I have an order that I can buy it at 85. I can get it at 100. I can get it. That's a massive discount, $15, right? And if it goes against me, then I can sell covered calls and I can keep reducing my average. All of this can be learned in the Discord and how I trade. But if you want to join the Discord, click the link down below in the YouTube comments below, and in the description it'll say join the premium Discord for my alerts. You're going to get my alerts when these plays happen. I do love bigger cap stocks. I've done this for quite some time, and I'm in one right now that is looking to make a monster move up that is at big support regions that I discussed on Palantir. We look for stocks that the best companies in the world, and you play them on this EMA 50, you can expect a massive move up. For example, we can look at NVIDIA. This is the one I played right here in my Discord and my account. We can expect a big, massive move up here on the EMA 50. Why is it bouncing here? Why is the algos looking at this here? Because that's a crucial area. This is a strong uptrend, and you can sell puts under this to make massive money. All right, that's the same thing with Palantir. This is the kind of the stocks I look for. Once Palantir comes down to a support level, I would look to sell puts, and I look to sell them puts below this EMA 10 and 20 if I can. And if it doesn't work against me, if it just doesn't work out and just collapses, then I can sell cover calls to make money and money and money just for holding a higher quality company. All right, guys, if you want to join the Discord, click the link down below in YouTube comments below. It'll say join the premium Discord for my alerts. It'll take you to this free chat landing page. If you want access to all my strategies, and if you thought this swing trading strategy has a really high win ratio with bigger cap stocks, wait till you see my day trading strategy. How I trade SPX and sell credit spreads. Another advanced strategy that is easy to learn, and how you can make money every day depending on your account size, and you don't need a lot of money. Hit day trade alerts right here to access it. You can kind of see how I alert these things. I find the trend for the day, and I make money every day by being a seller. And I talked about with Palantir, how being a seller, you increase your odds of winning much higher. This is what I do every day and make consistent income. But hit day trade alerts. It'll ask you to subscribe for my day trades and swing trades. It's a very unique server. It's very affordable. It's not going to cost you a lot, and it has a strategy that has made me a full-time trader, and it can do for you too. $12 a month, you won't regret it. Cancel anytime, but I promise you, you're going to learn a lot and you're going to want to stick around because, like I said, one of these alerts alone can make you lots of money. All right, 12 bucks a month is nothing in the grand scheme of things. If you put a little bit of money into something, like even like you pay for a gym membership, you're going to want to go and show up, right? Just like in trading, you pay a little bit, you're going to want to watch my videos. You're going to want to participate. You're going to want to ask questions. You're going to be like, instead of just leeching off of other discords and other things, you'd be like, why am I, just copying trades? You're going to understand why you take these trades that are alerted to your phone and understand why it looks good or why it's a good trade to take. Just instead of just basing it on my feelings, you're going to understand the chart patterns. All right, guys, if you guys like this video, give a like, subscribe, comment. If you do subscribe, do it on your computer to avoid the iOS fee. 12 bucks a month, you can't beat it. Hope to see you guys in the Discord. I'm waiting for a pullback on Palantir. We'll see if we get it. I'll let you guys know in the Discord. Peace out. Happy trading.